Alright, good morning YouTubers. I say morning, it's about 11 o'clock now. And see, I ain't in the woods because I got me something to work on right here in the shop. Got me a 413H Coleman, and you can see it needs a lot of work. Whew. There. Got this. I did a 3-burner stove about 4 years ago, and my nephew had this one. He's got like 3 kids and wife and all, so we traded. He gave me this old one, and I gave him my 3-burner. And I fired it up one time about 4 years ago. This thing, I know that pump's got to be replaced there. It wasn't pumping at all the other day when I messed with it. So I'm going to do that and check that generator out right there. But you can see down in this thing, it is nasty. Spider webs everywhere. I know the last one I did, I'll put a link to that right there, or at the end of this one I got a playlist on it. It turned out real good. So I'm going to take this one apart and see what I can get doing. I got my sanders, I got hunter green paint, majestic red for the tank, got some silver for all this down in here. I couldn't find no high temperature stuff, so really all it needs to be painted at is this. That's all black and smutty. But I got my sandpaper, everything I need. So we're gonna start on this thing, see what we can do. Okay, y'all. I let that leather boot with me. I just cannot see like I used to. But this plastic one is in good shape still. It just needed oiling up good, catch a good seal. I'm going to go back with it. There it goes. Alright. Put that oil hole on top there. I put a couple drops down in there too. Alright. Now, put a pin back in there. Now my fingers are all greasy. May have to edit this down just a little bit. Cap is kind of messed up right here too. Just notice that. I wonder if this is the original that went on here. I figure they're all kind of interchangeable. Alright, y'all. Somebody's traded this stuff out in the past. I don't know the history on this thing, but I don't know if you can tell right there where it's broken up on both sides. I noticed when I took this off that it wasn't on there good. So I robbed the one out of my old lantern over here and put it in. It had a good leather boot on it. It was already used, so, and it seals up good. I done pumped it up, tried it out. It's working good. I'm just gonna kind of stick this old one on my lantern here and put it back up, because I gotta get a new tank for this lantern anyway. It's so rusted out I can't get all the rust out of it. and the coating I've been trying to get keeps being out of stock. So, but that's ready to go there. I gotta clean this up. I'm gonna clean it up real good, stick it in here, take it outside and light it up, see what it does. Get right back with you. Brought it out of here, pumped it up real good. I'm gonna try it for the first time in about 4 or 5 years. Fire it right up. Can't really tell. See what this thing looks like in camera. Oh, might have a little blockage there in the thing. I'll clean it up real good. I might have to take that generator off. Alright, y'all just seen me fire it up. I'm thinking this pump stem here is, the one out of the lantern I think is a little too long. So I'm going to take this good top off of this one. Take this boogered up one off of this one. Put this good one on here, because that is a little bit longer than the one that came out of the stove. So I'm just swapping them tops out right there. Put the spring back on there, and that should fix my problem. I would like to put that metal piece back on here. That'll work. Alright. Alright. So maybe that cap right there will work better to hold it on this thing. Pieces back in there. I'll keep this old cap. Stick this back in here. Alright. There we go. I believe that's what I should have done a while ago. I'm going to stick it. Now that's how it's supposed to go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Feel the air coming back on it, so that check valve is good. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. More comfortable with it. Felt like it was leaking back down when I had it on a while ago. It wasn't firing up all the way right. But alright, now I'm going to clean this thing up real good. I took that sticker off because it was peeling up around the ends, but I did get it off in one piece. Clean that back up, stick it back on there with some glue when I get done, make it look like it's supposed to. But yeah, I'm gonna clean these things up real good, then I'll start cleaning that big stove all good and all. So be right back with y'all hang with me. got her all cleaned up. I didn't tell you a while ago, you can look under them tabs right there, and this is 784, and the body of the stove itself has got 984. So all that's going to be in the title anyway, but try to put a little coat paint on this thing. I put tape back on that because I want that kind of rough when I go to take that label back on there. See if I can do this without getting a bunch of runs. Just one good coat on it. Start with. Alright, that's a good first coat. Let that dry for a little while. Hit it one more time. I think it's going to be looking good. Then I have to start on that monster. Take it apart. Alright. I was taking this thing apart, realized I didn't have the camera on. Got the lid off of it. Well, that thing needs a lot of work. I don't know if I'll be able to save that label there or not. Looks like it's been burned or something. But, yep, sand that down, clean it up good. I done took the grate off of it. Now I need to get this burner assembly out of here. Get my Phillips head, I think. Yep. Get my Phillips head. 2 screws right here on the end. Take these out. Alright, we got it. That's 7/16 holding those burners on that. Alright, I got it. It fell off in there. Alright, got that one. Out of there. Alright. I do believe there's some wasp, or not wasp nests, but spider webs and all that good junk down in there. I'm going to take these assemblies here apart, clean all this up real good. Alright, how many spiders we got in here? There's that little nut. Well, that needs some work. Alright, y'all. A lot of cleanup, a lot of sanding. I might show just a little bit of the sanding and stuff, but I'm fixing to put another coat on that tank. Get this all cleaned up. Y'all bear with me. We'll get this thing running. Alright. We got this burner assembly. And I'm going to take these plates off of here. Gotta watch it. There's about 5 or 6 of them in here. Different sizes. Oh, this thing rusted. That's pretty bad looking. So you got your top plate there, and you got all these rings. You got like a flat one, and you got like a crinkle cut one, and then you have another flat one, and a crinkle, and a flat. And you got to make sure they all go back like that. But they're not gummed up too bad. Of course, that's the secondary burner down here. Let's take this one here off. Yep. And it's the same way. Got these. This one's got a flat plate on the bottom. Alright. Got 2 of them. Alright. That one's the same way. They're not in bad shape. I'll just take a wire brush to them, clean them up some. Same with that. And that don't seem too corroded up in there. I'm going to blow all this out real good. Blow all the cobwebs out of it anyway. And I'll get back to you on that. My little wire brush will do. Just got that cleaned up real good. I'm going to put a little silver paint on this. Just cleaned it up good. Got it off of there. I finished getting it off of this one, but it looks good. Gonna paint that too. And I'll be ready. Alright, y'all. After about an hour and a half of sitting here just scraping and scraping, bunch of elbow grease with that little old brush right there, I got this thing cleaned up real nice, man. All these rings, I have scraped each one of them individually. They have come out real nice and shiny. So did that thing. Now, you got your flat and your crinkle cut, I call them. You just stagger them out. Flat, crinkle cut, flat, crinkle cut. You got your flat one on the top and the bottom. On this side here, this auxiliary side, it's put together just a little bit different from that main burner. But that plate there coming good and clean. It just sits on there like that. And your top and bottom, I guess it don't matter which one, which way it goes. But you got that back on there. And you got, that's your top. Sits on there like that. And that's all there is to that one. And I got my screws over there. And that just screws right back down on that plate like that. I'm not going to paint this here because I never did find my high heat paint, which you don't need painting anyway, which all I would paint is this part here and this top probably, but they don't need painting. And this is the main burner, and the only difference in that one is that bottom plate is a big piece of copper or something for that bottom one. Got your flat one on top and flat one on bottom on this one too. So that one's just looks like that. And it sits on there just like that. And that one's ready. The rest of this I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint it silver. I've been shaking this thing for a while. And I just put my second coat on that tank. It looks good. No runs nowhere. See how this turns out. Look at that. I hope I'm in frame right here. All this is that 2X paint, so it goes on pretty good. Alright folks, got that deck ready to mount the burner assembly on. Sanded down good, cleaned up real good. Fixing to try to paint this bottom part of it right quick. I'm going to put 2 coats on my burner assembly and 2 coats on my tank. I'm going to paint it bottom and top. Keep the rust out of it. And this is the bottom. Well, what y'all think about that? Got that done. Got my burner assembly right there. Got 2 coats on it. Got my tank over yonder. Got 2 coats on it. So, alright. I've been scrubbing on these pieces here for this lid. Well, they shining up good. Them things was rusty. And so I don't think I'm gonna paint these. I don't want to do that. But make them look good like that. That will come out good. And the only part is this top one. I have scrubbed on that one. I might hit that with that silver paint. I'm not sure. But boy, look at all this rust of this thing. I'm gonna have fun taping all this up. But I got to sand this thing down first and get back on it. Alright folks, got everything taped up. All them shined up so good I wanted to keep them, so I've been sitting here taping everything up. Maybe it'll come out alright. Start this painting. Be right back. Alright, I'll just show y'all a little bit of this. My battery's about dead. I'm going to paint this piece and call it a night. It's going on 7 o'clock. But yeah. Alright, I am back. It is Sunday. Just got back from church and eating lunch, so I'll get back on this thing. Got my burner assembly there all took care of, painted up. This thing turned out pretty good. We ain't gonna look real close, see all the little blemishes. But I ain't gotta run nowhere on nothing. That's pretty good. Tank's all ready. Got the lid. Now I gotta start on this monster. It's pretty bad shape. Maybe I can shine all that up again. Kinda doubt it. But we'll see. All rusted out in here. But alright, I'm gonna get on it. I ain't showing all this sanding and all the painting and stuff, but it'd be a 5-hour video if I did all that. This would probably take a couple hours right here. Might show just a little of it. Alright. Alright. About an hour and a half worth. Got it ready to shoot some paint to it. I'm trying to save those handles and stuff. I might have to paint those chrome, or not chrome, but metallic. And gonna shoot some paint to this one. Alright. Been shaking this thing up. We'll start with the inside, I guess. Oh yeah. Alright. Gonna knock this on out and I'll show you the rest when I'm done. Alright, there she is. Finished. I let it dry. I put that lid up there. It does dry a little bit darker. It's pretty close to the original color anyway. It's hunter green. I'll let this dry out good. I got the grate over here that goes on here. I'm gonna go scrub on it for a little while, clean it up. Hopefully I won't skin this thing all up trying to put it back together. Alright, let's see if I can go back in here with this thing without scratching it all up. Let me get my tools together here. That thing came out real good. I'll try to put it in first. Getting it in here without scratching it all back up is the thing. Take this jacket off. It is 64 degrees today. Okay. Alright. Painted all my little screws too. Got that part in. Put this burner assembly back on. There it goes. Stick the screw back on the back. That's the worst part. I was worrying about scratching this thing up. Got a couple little scratches, but can't really be avoided. I can touch it up. Alright, that's back in. Have to go through the bottom. Put these back in. Whoa. Wow, I actually rung it the first time. How about that? The bottom one. They got the two holes down here. You can just push this in from the bottom. I didn't get that one the first time. Alright, that is done. I got something to lay this thing on top of. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Little scratch right there. Alright. There. And right there. I can touch that up. A little one right there. Alright. And this deal came a lot cleaner than I thought it would. Let me put the lid back on first. Got those two from my burner tops. I guess I need to put them back on. And this wide open one is for the auxiliary. All this needs to be lined up real good. Get my screwdriver. Let's get one of them. Alright, I'll line it all up. Line it up just like that. Oh yeah. Just like that. Got my other one. Maybe it'll go a little easier. And you always know your main burner because it's got that wide plate on the bottom. And get this one going. Straight. It's gonna flop around anyway till I get it going, I reckon. Alright. Put this on, look good. Needs painting, but it's gonna work just fine. Gotta put this lid back on. Let me get all the tape off this thing. Alright, I got the tape off of it. I'm just proud I was able to save these. Trying to get in frame. I'm glad I was able to save these. That wire brush did real good on all this stuff on here, even the little holders. And that one there too. Looks real good. Now, I couldn't do much for that main one there. And I could paint it, I guess, but I'm going to let this season up a little bit better, at least a week or so. Getting this lid back on here could be pretty tricky. But I guess not. That's good. Alright. A lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright folks, this thing is coming together. Put this grate back on here and it'll be done. Well, except for my tank. I got to get the tape off of it. This right here is a booger too. It's hard to stretch this thing out. Uh-oh. Alright. Just need a little bit more persuading. But all that's back in here now. That's nice. I am liking this. Got my wings all good. How about that, y'all? Got my tank here. Just got to get the tape off of it. About ready to call this a done deal. I'll get my tape off my tank. Alright, y'all. I am proud of this. It's all back together. Very minimal scratches. There's a little one there. Looking good, y'all. Working good, looking good. Everything's back together as original as I can keep it. I do have the sticker that goes there, and it's up in my room, so I'll have to go up there and stick that on. And the one in the back, it was half burned up and there wasn't no saving that one. Maybe I can order me a little sticker that goes on there, I'm not sure. But that's it, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think about it. 413H. It's a 1984, 994, or 984. So I am proud of it. Tried to keep all the original parts cleaned up. So yeah, I am proud of this thing, y'all. Looking good. And this is close to a good color for it I could find. Is that hunter green? That's a good color for it, I believe. But yeah, that grate come pretty clean too. I'm proud of it, y'all. That's nice. Alright. Well, I hope this helps somebody try to restore one of these oldies but goodies. I'm going to be taking this thing camping with me, firing it up, frying up some fish. But y'all get outside and go do something. Hope this helps somebody. Y'all take it easy.